Hello everyone, myself Shivani, and in this video I am going to discuss the Koch snowflake and the maths involved in it. It was in 1904 when a Swedish mathematician named Niels Fabian Helge von Koch described the idea of Koch snowflake and the maths associated with it. So first we will see that how Koch snowflake is constructed out of an equilateral triangle. So here I have taken an equilateral triangle with the side measurement of 9 centimeter and the angle measurement of 60 degree. And now I am going to divide all the three sides into three equal parts and going to construct an equilateral triangle out of it. So it is going to look like this. So here the three equilateral triangles are ready with the side of 3 centimeter each and angle measurement of 60 degree. And now what next we are going to do is we are going to construct it. We are going to divide the each segment into three equal parts and going to continue the same iteration, that is constructing an equilateral triangle out here, here, here and on every side. So let's see how it looks like this after drawing it. So now I have drawn all the similar equilateral triangles on each and every side by dividing into three equal parts. So here you can have a look at how it exactly looks like this. Now I will repeat the same process again and again by dividing this particular portion in three equal parts, this into three equal parts, and then this and so on. And let's have a look at how it exactly takes the shape of a snowflake. So let's do it. So here the figure is ready, and now again doing the same iteration again and again, you will get the exactly Koch snowflake which we were aiming to construct. So again dividing this particular side into three equal parts, which is not possible here. So I'm not going further this. You can try it on your own. So let's have a look. From this animation you can see that how Koch snowflake is constructing out of an equilateral triangle till the 6 levels and how it is getting the shape. And no matter where I look or how much I zoom in, I will see the same patterns over and over again. This never ending patterns, and that on any scale, on any level of zoom looks roughly the same, are called fractals. So this is how the fractals look like, and that's why Koch snowflake is considered a fractal. Now we will see that why Koch snowflake has infinite perimeter. Let's just say that the original equilateral triangle has perimeter equals to 3 and each of its side has length 1 centimeter. Here we will observe that what is happening at each step while generating the fractal. Let us consider the original straight line of length 1, since our first step in the process was to divide the side length into 3 equal halves. The second step was then to remove the central piece and replace it with 2 lines of same length. Our line now have the line segment each of length 1/3, resulting the total into 4 times 1/3. So at the beginning the length of the side was 1 and now it has the total length of 4 times 1/3. Since we repeat the same process with every side of triangle, so we get the perimeter after first iteration as 3 times 4 by 3. So now for the second iteration we again follow the same set of rules. So we divide each one into 3 pieces, remove the middle and add a little wedge. So its length is now going to be 1 by 9. So each one is now 1 by 9 and there are 4 of them in each segment. So this is now going to be 4 times 1 by 9 in total, and in total it is going to be 4 times of 4 by 9. So we get 16 by 9 after the second iteration, and after multiplying it by 3, since every triangle has 3 sides, so we multiply it by 3, we get the total perimeter as 3 times 16 by 9, which is ultimately 3 times 4 by 3 whole square. So here we get the whole idea that how it goes on, and repeating the same iteration up to n number of times, we get the perimeter as 3 times 4 by 3 to the power n. Since we know that in Coke snowflake the same process repeats over and over again up to infinity. So here n tends to infinity, which results that the perimeter of Coke snowflake is infinite. Hence we prove that how the perimeter of Coke snowflake is going to be infinite. So this is why Coke snowflake has infinite perimeter. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.